I know for sure what we dwell on is who we become. Oprah Winfrey. And that is pretty much a true statement for a lot of us. Not everybody, but a lot of us. And that comes from dwelling in the negative. And if we can dwell in the positive, we'll find that things go better. Dwelling in the negative almost guarantees a lack of success on what you're trying to do, simply because you become self-defeatist, self-prophesizing, and talking down to yourself, talking bad about yourself, and letting others do it to you. And that is not a winning formula. The Try to make this as quick as I can. 2004, as you were. 2002, after the heart attack, I was a rear detachment commander for my unit. I trained a bunch of guys to go over, and I had a good attitude because I was doing my job. I had overcome dying. I'm not Superman, I'm not immortal, but I had survived dying. So I was back on my job the best I could do at the time, which was okay. Still wanted to be over with my brothers over in for OIF 1. They came home mid, actually I can't even remember now, it's been too long, mid 2003, early 2004. Well, no, it was 2003, late 2003, I believe. And I got out in 2004. That's when the spiral hit because I was no longer doing my job. Now, here's the bad part about the being while I was in was watching the news and watching my brothers doing their job, because they showed footage of my brothers out there fighting, and I'm sitting on the couch with a fucking thing of ice cream. But that hurt. That kind of let me know that and I was not where I wanted to be, not where I needed to be, not where I should have been. Actually, in hindsight, it is exactly where I should have been. I was not prepared to fight physically. My body couldn't do it. And that sucks. But from 2004 up until 2006, 2008, a very negative person. I did my job when I had one. I did what I had to do. I watched a marriage fail that I was part of. And part of the reason it failed, I was not the person I should be for that person. They also weren't the person they should have been for me either. It takes two to tango. But the bottom line is, when you dwell in the negative, you're not going to find the success that you want. You might find little ones, but you're not going to get what you want. And we have to put in that work. We can't do it in the negative. We can't say, I'm going to try this, but I know it's not going to work. Or nothing is ever going to work for me. This is it. That's not true. You keep going until all solutions have been done multiple times to figure out which one works. Therapists, it took me for I don't know how many years. We're talking decade to find the one that actually clicked with how I thought and the mentality that I needed to help me. So don't ever give up on yourself. Just keep going and don't dwell in the negative. Try to find some way to dwell in the positives. The small victories that you have each day, getting up, making your bed, going out for a walk, getting a hug from your kid, getting a call from your kid, whatever it can be for you, whatever you consider a good thing, get it. That's going to help down the road. This life is tough already. Don't make it any tougher on yourself by being a negative source for your own life. It's a progression to get to that positive person if you have been dwelling in the negative, especially for a while. But you can do it. And you have people like me. If you need, and you see people on TikTok, especially with the music lives. If you're into music, get in there and vibe. I know 420 Chief. And we, the Wolfpack, are big on the music therapy. I know I do it, and I post some of it when I do my walks. I post snippets of the songs that I'm listening to. They're cathartic to me. May not work for you, but the thing is you got to find that little piece of you that you can make positive and keep building that thing like a freaking snowball or a snowman. And just keep going. I'm going to call it there. This has been day 1,517, 22 for 22. Please stay in your fight. Do not quit. If you feel like unaliving yourself, please tell yourself, not today. And tell yourself that as often as you need to make sure that you make it through to tomorrow. You have survived 100% of your worst days thus far, so keep you and that streak alive. Please know that you do matter. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are important. And where you find this video, you'll find thousands of brothers and sisters with like and similar experiences that are willing to help you out. So please know that you're not alone, and that you do matter, and that you are worthy. Stay in your fight. Do not quit. I'll be here tomorrow. There's some weather coming in. I'm not sure when, so I might not make it out here. But I'll be out here tomorrow, and I'm thankful to have you guys along on my journey. And for those that have me on with you, thank you for having me there. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Tough out.